The song I have with Common is called Victorious. And that song makes you feel like you can fly off a balcony. You know, just like fly, literally fly. Oh, fly, this is great. It was just the feeling of like, I think, and everyone feels like this right now, that especially since there's a recession, that you got to forge your own way. And you just have to do what feels right and what makes sense to you. And that's how I got in the game. You know, no one gave me any real tips or advice on what I should be doing, where I should be going, who I should be talking to. I was just in it. And I just used my sense and I used my head and I made my way, you know. And because I know how hard I work, it's hard for me to, like, you know, now be this far in the game and everyone's trying to tell me, wear this, put your hair like that, don't do this. I'm like, who are you? Sorry, one more again, you know. And I get real, go that way, you know, with it. So for me, that song is like me and him just saying, because I know he had the same struggle. You know, he didn't particularly have anyone helping him come in the game as a rapper either. You know, he definitely worked his way up, and as an actor, he's paid his dues. So this song is about saying we made our own way and we're victorious. You know, this is what we do. You know, and I think people who hear it, everyone who's heard it feels like they can go jump off a building, like, and fly, because that's what humans do. You know, they're just like, no, this just feels like, yeah, you know, it's a motivational song, you know, damn near church, you know. So yeah, that makes me happy. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. Yeah, I have a song with Janelle Monáe called Do My Thing. That song is just ridiculous. Well, the song's called Do My Thing, so you can guess it's about me and her saying we do our thing. You know, I'm gonna do my thing. What, you know? When I came over here, I was literally asked, who do I think I am? You know, because it was like, who do you think you are? I had a record out. Let me tell you who I am. I had a record out in London before all of this. And I came from the bottom up on a level of, like, I had my own record label. You know, I lived in my mom's garage, which is the equivalent of like a basement or just an outhouse kind of thing. It came with garage furniture, you know, like basement furniture, aka rats, you know, and mice. And it really, you know, it wasn't easy getting to the point where I had one record out and I had all my shoes and I had my life. And, you know, I broke personal family barriers before I even moved to the States. You know, I was the first person, the kids in my family, to buy a house, you know, and really just not be living in the hood. You know, so for me, I was kind of like, I know who I am. How dare you, because you don't understand or want to know who I am, tell me who I am. Why should I wear my skirt that short? I don't want to do that. I'm not 20. You know, I'm a grown-ass woman. How about that? No, I don't want to be half naked. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm not sorry. You know, and I would flip it around and be like, well, who are you? You know, and it was like, oh, she's, you know, she's ignorant. She thinks she's all of that. And I was like, well, take it how you want it. I don't care. You know, and I think it came off a little hard, so I had to explain it to people, you know, and I asked Neo to write the song, because I was trying to write the song and it was just coming out too aggressive. I didn't want people to leave with a bad taste of like, oh, well, cue that, you know. So I asked him to write the record, and he came back like in an hour, as Neo does. And he had this song saying, you know, I wear my clothes like this because I can. And I wear my shoes like this because I can. And I walk around like this because I can. And because it's who I am, you know, and that's what the song's about. And I was like, you, sir, are a genius. I can't take you. He has a way with words. And I asked Janelle Monáe to be on it because as another black girl, she was so singular. She is so singular. She's genuinely nice. You know, I think that's the misunderstanding when we're too stylized or we're too one way. Oh, they must be a bit scary. No, like, she's genuinely nice, you know. And I thought, I get her. I understood where she was coming from with her style and her whole energy and the things she's talking about on her record. And I feel like she got me too. You know, she said I inspired her and she inspires me. It was like mutual appreciation. I was like, all right, let's do this record. She did it. She killed it. I went back in like, I'm just going to go ahead and re-sing my bits. Like, because she came in and was like, oh, it just sounds incredible. You know, her vocal is so beautiful on the record. So that's another one that's like, I'm looking forward for people to hearing that.